Well, as usual, Allen County Commissioner is very busy, and we've got the president of the Commissioners, Cory Noonan, with us to get an update on what they're doing. So thanks for joining us, Cory.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's first talk about electric aggregation. And it's time you guys have to start looking at a new contract. Tell us more.
The two-year contract will be up at the end of the year, end of 2023. So we have gone out to the market. We've locked in a rate. Our previous rate was 0.045 per kilowatt hour. It's going to go to 0.065, so slightly higher. It is well below the current number that the utility has at 0.109. I know that's a lot of numbers, but over the course of the electric aggregation, it's really provided the customers, the residents of Allen County that participate in this, with a true benefit. So December, the current numbers end. January, we'll be starting a new two-year contract. It's kind of timely that we're talking right now because the opt-out letters will be going out to the residents. Basically, that is a letter that'll allow anyone to opt out of the aggregation program if they so choose.
So I take it you've heard pretty good feedback since people are saving money in the end from this?
For sure. You know, when I first came into office, you know, the program was just ramping up and there was a lot of questions as it related to the aggregation. But over the last, number of years, folks have become more accustomed and appreciative of the program. So it's the questions and concerns have been less. But anytime that you start a new contract and those letters go out, there will be questions, and we are more than happy to answer those. But at the end of the day, it has been a very beneficial program to the residents that do participate in this.
All right, speaking of money, end of the year stuff, you guys are within the budget process now for next year, aren't you?
For sure. Yeah, this is the time of year. It never stops. We're always just like, you're looking at your checkbook, we're always balancing the books, but 2024 is going to be here before we know it. And every opportunity I have to say this, I do. We're very fortunate to have the team of elected officials and department heads we do in Allen County. It makes the budget process much more easier than it could be. But again, we go through the process, we meet with everybody, we have a defined amount of money. We don't have that magic blue credit card that our friends, at the federal level have. We have to live within that balanced budget. We work with our great team and we will have that, the end of December and past that in the beginning of January.
Are you finding like more departments need some extra money? I mean, how is it looking? Is it going to be harder to kind of balance everything?
Yeah, for sure. We're very fortunate that we have the team. The Ohio Revised Code dictates what our responsibilities are. Our elected officials do a fantastic job of carrying out those provisions and those missions. Could they do more? Could they do better? Yes, with additional dollars. But we do understand we have a defined budget. And they work very well with that. We're getting those requests in. This is where we sift through those requests. What are some of additional dollars that may be able to be helpful? Do we have those? Can we provide those out? So again, this is the fun part of the budget process, is getting those all together and then just trying to define and really refine what can be done.
Mm-hmm. All right, so kind of talking about the new year, I mean, we're still waiting, for an update on the administration building. So you got to give it to us every time we meet with you. Tell us what's up with that.
Yes, for sure. Thank you for asking. It is Commissioner Begg and Sneary and myself, when I first came on, this was something that we defined then as a need. And, Commissioner Weingartner, Cyber and I, continued, how do we do this? And we are further along today than we have been in the past. COVID threw a wrinkle into a lot of things, but we have purchased the property. We were having the phase one. We're in the process of the phase two study. Eventually that property will be a bare parcel, and the structure will be able to be built. This week, our design professional is meeting with the elected officials that will be housed in the administrative building, because they have a rough draft. They have the first rendering of this structure, and all the departments are going to have a peek at that, be able to make their tweaks, suggestions, whatever the case may be. We have a budget, a defined budget. We have a defined footprint. Now, how do we fit everyone within that footprint? The design professionals done a great job. Our elected officials and department heads have done a great job communicating with the design professional. We are on pace to hit the marks. The commissioners, we work very good with deadlines. We have deadlines here. You'll begin to see more process or progress, outside, but what is being done within, our boardroom and meeting with elected officials, a lot of focus is being done right now so we can ensure that we're able to proceed forward with this.
Yeah, it's a process. I mean, we all want to see you digging up the ground and building, but you got to get to that stage. So it takes the time.
We have to make sure. Yeah, we have to make sure we're able to do that. And, the history of those buildings, we're just making sure that we can take them down and then start building when we can.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Cory, thanks so much for joining us and giving us an update what's happening in Allen County.
Thank you very much.
All right, don't go away. Noon Edition continues in a moment.